Boundaries in love? What's that all about? Well, let's unpack it together. Think of your romantic relationship as a dance. Both you and your partner are the dancers, moving in sync with each other. Boundaries are like the dance steps. They guide the interaction between you two, letting each other know when it's their turn to move and when it's time to step back. In a romantic setting, boundaries play a pivotal role in creating a healthy and respectful environment. They're the unwritten rules we establish to communicate our needs, desires, and limits to our partners. They aren't about restricting love, but about enriching it and allowing it to breathe and evolve in a space that respects individuality. So, are you ready to dive deeper into understanding why boundaries are so vital in our love lives and how we can effectively set them up in our relationships? I promise it will be an enlightening journey that could make your love even stronger. Ready to dance to this new rhythm of love? Let's get started. Why set boundaries? Picture a relationship without any boundaries.
About a bit of history.
It might seem like a paradise of freedom at first glance, right? However, it can quickly turn into a chaotic and stressful situation. The absence of boundaries can often lead to issues like manipulation. For instance, one partner may continually make decisions that affect both individuals without consulting the other. It can also lead to dependency, where one person becomes so absorbed in the relationship that they lose their individuality, constantly seeking validation and approval from their partner. This can create a heavy emotional dependency, which is neither healthy nor sustainable. Frustration and resentment can creep in. You might start feeling like your needs are constantly being sidelined for the sake of your partner, causing you to harbor negative feelings over time. Establishing solid boundaries can promote self-esteem, as you recognize your worth and ensure that your needs and feelings are respected. It promotes independence, even within the unity of a relationship, allowing both you and your partner to retain your unique identities. Boundaries also foster healthier and mutually respectful relationships. They allow for clear communication, understanding, and respect for each other's personal space and preferences. Type. Firstly, we have physical boundaries. These relate to your personal space and physical touch. Everyone has different comfort levels when it comes to physical closeness and touch. For example, some people might be comfortable with public displays of affection, while others may prefer to keep those moments private. Emotional boundaries. These involve your feelings, and respecting these boundaries means recognizing and honoring each other's emotional needs and vulnerabilities. A common example would be avoiding discussions about sensitive topics that one partner isn't comfortable discussing. Time boundaries. We all have our own commitments, like work, family, and hobbies. It's essential to respect each other's time and not demand more than what your partner can give. For instance, understanding that your partner needs time to themselves to recharge or pursue their own interests is respecting their time boundary. Digital boundaries. In the digital age, these have become more crucial than ever. They involve respecting each other's privacy online, like not reading your partner's messages without their permission or sharing personal photos without their consent. Understanding these different types of boundaries helps us to better comprehend the scope of what we're discussing when we talk about setting boundaries. And remember, all these boundaries can vary from person to person. That's why communication is key. How to identifying your boundaries. This involves understanding yourself, your needs, and what makes you comfortable or uncomfortable. Spend some time reflecting on your past relationships and interactions. What made you uncomfortable? What did you wish was different? These reflections can help you identify your boundaries. Once you've identified your boundaries, the next step is communicating them to your partner. It's essential to have an open and honest conversation about your boundaries. Choose a calm, neutral time. Use I statements to express your needs. For example, I feel more comfortable when we limit our screen time together and engage more in face-to-face interactions. Remember, it's not about blaming or controlling the other person, but about expressing your needs. Maintaining the boundaries. Setting boundaries is not a one-time thing, it's a continuous process. There might be times when your boundaries are crossed. That's okay, it happens. The important thing is to bring it up, reaffirm your boundary, and discuss how both of you can respect it moving forward. Maintaining boundaries requires patience, consistency, and mutual respect. It may seem tough at first, but it's an essential step towards building a healthy and fulfilling relationship. Managing resistance to limits. How do we handle such situations? Firstly, try to understand their perspective. Often resistance comes from not fully understanding why the boundary is needed. Have a calm, open discussion. Explain why you have set the boundary and how it benefits your relationship. It may seem tough at first, but it's an essential step towards building a healthy and fulfilling relationship. Secondly, be firm yet compassionate. It's essential to stand your ground, but do it with kindness. Using I statements can be helpful here too, as they express your feelings without blaming the other person. You might say something like, "I understand you might feel upset, but this boundary is important for my well-being." Next, seek to find a middle ground. Compromise is a significant part of relationships. Is there a way you both can meet halfway, respecting each other's needs and feelings? Remember though, this doesn't mean disregarding your boundary entirely. Lastly, be patient. Change takes time. It might take a while for your partner to fully understand and respect your boundaries. Consistent, open communication is key here. Setting and maintaining boundaries is not about creating a barrier between you and your partner. It's about building a relationship based on mutual respect and understanding. And just like that, we've come to the end of our journey exploring relationship boundaries. We've covered the concept of boundaries in romantic relationships and their crucial role in maintaining healthy dynamics. We've delved into the various types of boundaries and provided practical guidance on setting and upholding them, even in the face of resistance. Ultimately, we emphasize the importance of understanding, patience, and compromise in this process. Remember, setting boundaries is a crucial part of any healthy relationship. They allow us to respect ourselves and our partners, fostering a sense of independence and mutual respect. So don't shy away from them. Instead, embrace them as your relationship's pillars. We'd love to hear from you. Have you had experiences setting boundaries in your relationships? How did it go? Feel free to share in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends and loved ones who might benefit from this knowledge. And of course, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on our future content, where we continue to explore the fascinating world of relationships. Thanks for watching, and remember, your boundaries are important, so let them be known and respected. See you next time.